Oh my god. Why are there so many? How many Tingyu's did Tingyu divide into? How many parts of a psyche could there possibly be? Oh my god, there's more over there! Sleepwalking Hold on, sleepwalking? He actually sleepwalking?
I'm walking in the street and... what a weird dream.
Hi everybody, here we are with the start of 2.7. Oh hey Argenti, how's it going? I'd like to talk to you, but I got a mission to do. But it is currently 8:45 in the evening.
Eternal land.
Don Hong, you're missing some voice lines.
That's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
I've been on the Express for nearly 2 years now. Nah, I've only been on the Express for like, what, 6 months? Nah, I'll be fine. Ah, here we go, you're also missing some voice lines. I understand it may be difficult for us to wrap our heads around the idea that there's a world that could really do adventure to, but a journey like that was only routine to Express people back then. After all, the trail
We should
plays...
consider Pom-Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Sure, I'll take care of it. That said, Pom-Pom usually stays out of discussions about destinations. The final decision will likely... In that case, we best take the time to think it over.
Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
Alright then, for now, I'll let Miss Blackthorn know that we're considering the Eternal Land as a destination. Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can find out more about Morpheus from our allies before we depart.
In other words,
that'd be appreciated.
We won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the TINGYU'N's stadium has been repaired.
The Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We barely had any time to catch our breath. Let's take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead, and make the most out of this break. That sounds like a swell idea, Miss Himiko. At this moment, people still haven't expected this vacation to be so fulfilling. This will witness the Grand Yanja War Dance, and during this moment the leisure also comprise all blah blah blah. And those they will meet again include not only friends, but also foes. Ooh, Sunday POV. Several weeks later, Golden Hour Penacony.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Oh my god, gossip.
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Oh my god, gossip.
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
Joe really doesn't recognize the
What
former
happened?
Oakhead
Is this
family.
because of the Stellaron?
1
Jeez.
week.
Are we
What a name.
Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Weary passerby. Hello, Sunday. How's it going? They really
Excuse
didn't
me, sir.
recognize him.
Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
Yo, what up, Sunday? How's it going?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Sweet dreams to both
he's
of
messing
you,
with their
sirs.
heads. Mr. Sunday, why are you messing with people's heads?
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if
Excuse
they
me.
see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you?
Oh,
Just
he's
being
missing
in your
his
company
halo
is plenty
thing. I
enough
just
to get me
realized.
into trouble, Mr.
Oh,
Prime
gosh.
Fugitive of Penacony.
That's kind of cursed, seeing
And
him
that
where
is
we found his
exactly why I
halo.
need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
Yeah, what about Robin?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
That's
What
good,
a
I
shame,
guess.
Huh?
Why do you say that?
Yeah, what do you mean by
Just
that?
thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you. Eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Yes, it's gotta be exciting. 1 week, Mr. 1 week. What a name for someone to be named 1 week. I mean, I'm not hating on it, it's just like,
I see two
what a name.
bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Damn. I feel
Remind
you
me,
1 week. I know
why do
what
I
it's
have
like.
to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now.
Who is
Besides,
who is this
we
guy
once lived a
anyways?
cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
Well, you certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Oh.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
And how did you help this little
When you were
Pepeshi, Mr.
abandoned in the
Sunday?
wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Oh, he's a part of the family,
okay,
eh?
I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn
excuse
against
me.
all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who
Oh,
dare to
back
exceed
here.
his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier,
I need a thumbnail.
it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are
Ah,
not
seems
reaped
good
in
enough.
a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes
Excuse
out
me,
of
why am I
being in the
yawning?
IPC's debt.
Oy vey.
I'll cross
Yeah.
that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due, so why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
No.
There's something else I want to do, too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I don't
I'm
know.
not that old.
How old
come
is
on.
Sunday?
Take a joke, will ya?
I'd say Sunday is like somewhere. I'm gonna guess like mid-20s? Like, he has to be like a year or two older than Robin, who's like a young woman, so like in her early 20s. I don't know, it's just a guess.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I need... Mr. One Week, please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you.
Wow,
so
thanks,
why
I guess.
are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
I think we did a pretty good
Quite the
job so
contrary.
far.
I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after-echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
Aiden Park investigatory rules. I'll write down what I've noticed for now. I'll go over things when I meet the others later. No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Other than burgers? Why specifically burgers? Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in- wait, what? Do not discard trash in trash cans. Please do not use So Glad bottle clap sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Attention, conducts that have not been mentioned are not necessarily safe. They have just not yet been reviewed. But what kind of rules are these?
No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, why specifically burgers? Investigate?
Be kind to birds.
Looks like some rules weren't distorted. That's a word-for-word account of what I said back then.
Did you make this rule because your sister is named Robin?
No, it was for Mr. Gopherwood. He used to stop by the park to people watch and appreciate the vibrancy of life. This was his way of recharging whenever things wore him out. I wanted him to rest undisturbed.
This park is actually kept pretty nice. Like, this seems like a cool hangout place. Probably hang out with your friends over at those tables there, or probably here, or here at this bar or whatever.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
Wait, Sunday, you wrote these rules?
As the Bloodhound said, corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Why the hell is there an ice cream truck here?
Wait, don't!
In the blink of an eye, the ice cream vanished into 1 week's stomach. Oh my god, 1 week, you rebel.
So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage.
Okay, yeah, that is reasonable.
Surprisingly reasonable rule.
Yeah.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Oh my gosh, we're rebels. Oh.
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Oh, wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
Oh, oh god.
I tried to warn you.
Is he just gonna vomit? Oh. Oh. Like a drunken commonly seen by the sidewalk, he's vomited a sliver of rainbow. Ugh. Okay,
How
wow.
do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
Honestly, I wouldn't blame you.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Yeah. As Estelle would say, rules are meant to be broken.
Do not discard trash in trash cans.
So what the hell do we throw our trash away?
This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Sunday.
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
What?
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
Wait, no, I don't want to throw away my credits.
Something's happening.
Golden trash bag.
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
What am I hearing? Why do all these noises? Also, is it just me or does Stella like lean forward like so heavily when she runs? Like, yeah, look at that. Look at that one compared to Firefly or Fugue. Why does Stella lean forward so much when she runs?
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something? Please do not. The Dream Jolt troupe.
Hey, what do we do? Lucky, what the heck? What are you doing here?
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Sunday places some alfalfa credits in front of Bubblehound.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Sunday has placed even more alfalfa credits.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Dream Jolt Troop lets out touch shout and moves closer pointing to okay, cool.
Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
Oh god, bottle cap.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Rebels. Rebels in disguise. Yeah. What the heck's in here?
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
Okay. I open capsule. You should have done that since winning have proven futile. Punishment is now inevitable.
They can't be seriously going that far, right?
Oh,
No. Hey, look out!
Alright, that was easy. Oh my god.
Oh, did they have to do that?
Oh, excuse me.
Could have just recalled the capsule.
Oh god.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective
You
measure?
know those times where you burp and you can taste a little throw
Aren't the
up in your
rules being
throat?
too finicky with
Yeah,
words?
that just happened to me. My apologies for disgusting
The
y'all.
location of the distortion is nearby.
Disgusting y'all. Discernment tuning. The after echoes of order, once distorted, only add to the chaos. As a tuner, Sunday can easily discern where the harmony of dreamscapes have been disrupted. Okay, so... Mysterious pool table.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
What is this
Time
thing?
for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa. It worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
Oh.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize.
Oh.
But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
Boon the dreamscape. Follow the path. Follow the path. Follow the thing.
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
Taking one last look at A.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
Follow the path of harmony. Hello folks, don't mind me.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I
Oh,
don't
this
mean
is
to
awkward.
meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
Oh. So
I'm
that's how people
fine.
see him.
The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on.
Oh, did he see through you?
Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
He knows.
Thank you.
He knows. Yeah, he definitely knows.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do...
He knows.
Put your hands behind your back and answer my questions
God.
in short sentences.
Wow, he really does know. He ain't playing around. Yeah, do not, you can't fool Mr. Yang.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
Oh, that's smart.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm sorry to say, but your word alone can't... Yeah, exactly.
Value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Dante unreservedly shares the story with Will.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony, too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along, too.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
I love parties. I literally experienced a party last Honkai Star Rail video. Oh, with Will to see his companions. Excuse me.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Logo.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Yo, Tingyun! How's it going?
Or these ladies?
What the hell? Why there's so many Tingyun'S? I mean, I'm not exactly complaining, but why?
How?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Yeah, no duh, we do. Meanwhile, the radiant feldspar.
Isn't it fascinating how
Hey,
variables
School'em.
never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mrs. Groom. I'd assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all of you geniuses showed up to the Charmony Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear of this from Madame Herta? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless after all. I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, but there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amorpheus... how do you pronounce... oh my god, I might actually be dyslexic. Amphorius... oh my god. Amphorius is a world influenced by free paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right, so this has to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps even to Aeons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the Society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the Garden of Recollection is behind it. He's always had a keen interest in the Remembrance's technology after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Ron May's acquaintance a while back. We even went to Kalanga Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her... this is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ron May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
A bond that really runs, that truly runs deep.
The Astral Express volunteered to send her back home.
What did Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? Wait, so the person that commissioned... that asked for the commission to be sent home was Tingyun. Or Fugue, whatever. It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop... oh my god. Do I have to get tested for dyslexia or something? She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to Jianzhou, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Tingyu better anyways. Plus those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time right now.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask her instead?
Me?
She knows how to present things logically.
Apparently there are many TINGYU'Ns here with us. I'm gonna have to break that stereotype you have of me. Yeah, let's point out the obvious.
You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself.
You wanted me to explain, so I explained.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something... weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
Yeah, I wouldn't really trust
so that. Sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
Behold, the Laughing Maniac, March 7th.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyun'S right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves.
Wait, so are we gonna go back to when we actually reunited with Tingyun?
Concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
In nomine del Padre, Espiritu Santo.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Walt fills him in on what he's been through.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
Heavyweight? It was a team effort.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guest?
Again, can we get a memory of when we reunited with Tingyun?
For later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Tingyun to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Tingyun'S aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
What, did they speak in random gibberish? Hold on, let me check something real quick. I've heard that... Oh, never mind. Hey, you. Miss Tingyun copy. Find a Tingyun that's easy to communicate with.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Tingyun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations.
Like, I was so used to an old voice actor. Like, what happened? Why did a voice actor switch?
Consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I mean, don't get me wrong, this new voice actor is great. It's just like, why did they switch? I want to clone copies of myself too!
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
I'll ask Coda.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss TINGYU'Ns here.
Okay. Good luck with your guild, I guess, Visionary Tingyun. Rudy Tingyun, Silver Tongue Tingyun, Enthusiast Tingyun.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal.
That is
But
true.
then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Tingyun'S don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Sonny.
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Nah, I'm gonna call you Sonny from now on.
Chummier that way. I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss TINGYU'n is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyun'S we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the Dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss TINGYU'Ns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
Oh boy. Oh my god. Why are there so many? How many Tingyus did Tingyu divide into? How many parts of a psyche could there possibly be? Oh my god, there's more over there! Sleepwalking Hold on, sleepwalking? He actually sleepwalking?
I'm walking in the street and what a weird dream.
This Miss Tingyun looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her.
Yeah, okay then. Moving on. Money Grubber Tingyun. He seems completely oblivious to everything else and is just standing there, continuously operating the cat's mirror, occasionally letting out an excited laugh.
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you alone. Invincible fan wielder Tingyun.
Huh? Ugh, yikes! She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her.
You didn't even do anything. Kitty Tingyun.
Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky. I'll take you next time. Pinky promise?
Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
That is true. That is
Even
actually
if that's
true.
It doesn't apply to her.
Okay, this Tingyun here, right here, is just freaking adorable. I mean, look at that face. Who wouldn't want to? I don't know, just like protect her with all your life. I sure would. Can I pop it? No, I can't pop the balloon.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Hello? Who are you?
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her! If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is...
It's nothing special, really.
Somewhat normal Tingyun.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage...
Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best.
That sounds like that sounds like a yes to me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, what the hell? Oh god, what is that? What the heck was that?
Did any of you hear a voice just now?
No?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look! It's working!
Is it? Oh.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress.
Hey!
Did I conduct myself improperly?
Hey, Fugue!
Miss Tingyun, you're finally back! You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
What? Whoa, dude, you good? 1 week. Darkness descends before the eyes, reminiscent of the chaos before the birth of the universe, amidst chaos and voice emerge.
Don't be afraid.
Can you give me more than literally 5 seconds to read all that? Where the heck am I?
What is this place?
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
Ah. Fortunate survivors on, let me check. Am I still on? Okay, yeah, I think this is still like the third mission or so. Yeah, cause from what I saw that there's only like 6 missions on 2.7. So I'm going to do 3 missions this video and then 3.
That looks so familiar.
And then 3 missions the next.
Does she want to lead me somewhere?
Yo, me. Come back here. Hello, people.
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
Unfamiliar mechanic.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
You must go on, and there's no time to waste. Hello? Is this Huda space station?
This girl is...
Observation log day 6. Don't show me where I'm just gonna skim through it. Y'all can read the rest. The sorted. Non-kilo clothing. Adam Ron May. Alright, cause at the end of at the end of 2.5, like Ron May was speaking to Tingyun. Limited period of coherence.
Tingyun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. These are...
Oh boy.
These are wounds left by the destruction.
Anti-matter
They
legion.
have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait!
Oh gosh.
Is this called...
Oh, what the heck?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
The mood is set. Let the show begin! Dreams of a... Let us dance once more.
That's a lot of damage. Wow.
Let's seize this fine moment.
Wait, is that Run May talking to me?
Clouds scattered.
Join the battle.
And now that I think of it, that kind of sounds like Ron May. Yeah, that's ice. That's ice-like damage. Yeah, you saw that?
No holding back. Dream vanished. Take. This is more.
How can it be? Why are there
Oh
still
boy,
so
that is a
many
lot of them. Oh god.
The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat
It is
them.
Von May.
No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So... I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Why is your dialogue in quotes?
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I
By the way,
believe
it's nice
everyone
to
should have
see
the
you
right
again,
to
Ron May.
choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path
what's with the filter?
will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake?
Oh gosh. So this is when Ron May like found Tingyun. Like I'm guessing Ron May found her. It's like at the end of 2.5 she was speaking to her, like asking her questions like what was your name and whatnot, I think. Hey, that's the case.
Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it.
I explained the different looking tail.
The inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it.
Wait, hold on. Did you say traveling merchant? Hold on. Let me check something. Someone didn't agree with the assessment. Just so happens I was able to fulfill his request. Was it Locha? Are you talking about Locha?
Longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
At this point, past events revealed by the tuning recede to the darkness once more.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out? A little quick to the draw, aren't you?
Yes.
The
Yes, I
tuning
am.
rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's alright. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Shortly after.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay, we better hurry then. This is ridiculous.
I think that's
Bumping into colleagues.
I think that's the check. Oof. Yeah, I believe that we're at the halfway point for 2.7 now. So I'm gonna end off here because it's been like, wow, really it's been hour 20? Yeah, whatever. Anyways, yeah, so that's cool. We got to look into Tingyu's past and see like that's how she came to be, like how she became she became like this. So Ron May modified her tail, that's why it looks different. I'm guessing that also has to I'm guessing that's also the reason why she sprouts like extra tails, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna stop you off here now because it is currently 10:04 and I want to edit it as soon as possible and go to sleep because I have to move back into my college dorms tomorrow. Hope y'all enjoyed this video of Honkai Star Rail. Hope y'all like to subscribe and have a good night, everyone. Peace out.